We are going to learn today how to maintain a DIY golf green.
Well, as you said, it's definitely DIY. So I was actually inspired by a couple of YouTube videos. Listen, I'm not a good golfer, but I have this space in my backyard. I was envisioning that it would be kind of fun to do like some practice holes. And so I was doing some research, and I found that there are some guys who are using turf grasses, standard turf grasses, and cutting them short, and to some success, like good enough that you can go and hit, and it lands and it rolls a little bit, and you can putt around on it. And so anyway, I kind of followed suit and put 2 holes in my backyard. So we're going to cut them. Full disclosure, one of these days I'm going to go out and buy a real powered reel mower. They're a couple $1,000, and this at this point is more of a I'm not that serious about it yet, right? So I did the cheap route. What we have here is we got 2 reel mowers. These are old school style mowers, but the reason you need these is because they mow low. And I modified them a bit to get them low. This is a little bit higher, so I use this for my tee boxes, and then this is the one that mows the green. And I've got it down to 1/4 inch cut. So regulation for USGA is 3/16, so it's 1/16 higher per se than a regulation cut. Nowadays, most greens are actually cutting below 3/16. But cool. At the end of the day, unfortunately, we've had a massive drought in Ohio this summer, and it's 90-some degrees, so all of my grass is suffering tremendously this year, including the greens. I will put irrigation in at some point, but it is a little brown, but I do need to get some cut. So anyway, first thing I'm going to do before we go out, I'm just going to sharpen the blades a bit. So this is a 5 blade and this is a 7 blade, and that helps you with the finer heights. So as you guys can see, obviously the drought is very real, but I still have grass growing, so it needs to be cleaned up. So what I'm doing here is this is actually a tee box. And I used to just have the front quarter in between the trees where I launched down to the bottom hole. But I actually kind of want to expand this. I'm going to run irrigation next year for this and for the greens. And so I was actually wanting to cut this down to green height if I have irrigation anyway. So to have a little area up here where you can kind of putt around right in this area, and then those 2 greens. So, and then who knows, maybe I'll take the plunge and buy a legitimate golf course Greenmaster mower, but this actually works. I'm not cutting it super low just for maintenance sake. There's no need for a tee box here. I think I'm cutting about 1/2 inch, so works good.
That's more like it. Go in.
I started this whole thing last year. We haven't had it dry like this in years. It's been a lot of years since it's been like this down here. And as you can tell, it's not just the greens here, it's my yard, so it wouldn't have mattered whether I cut it short or not. So anyway, I'll have to do a little bit of work to get this revived, hopefully this fall when it starts to rain again. But basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting to a 1/4 inch height with the 7 blade, modified with a roller on the back, another hack I saw online. And yeah, we'll get this mowed and then we'll go down and do the other one. So you see how much I'm still getting here? The second cut, like, it actually makes a pretty big difference.
Green 1 done.
Yeehaw!
All right, this is the one. I'm feeling it. Watch out! Okay. 60? Yeah.
It plays 135 uphill and about 145 down.
135?
Yeah.
That doesn't look that far.
It's uphill, bro.
All right, I'm actually a scratch golfer. So we're gonna try this out. He just said it's 135 yards uphill. He only has a 56 degree, which normally for me, max is 120. So I'm gonna try to get it there and see what happens. Okay. Okay, I landed on the green, bounced past.
The brown, not the green.
I actually landed on the green.
I guess the question is, how often do I have to do it? Depends on the time of year. Right now, once a week because it's dead. But once it's actually growing, 2 to 3 times a week that the greens need to be mowed. And the fairways, twice a week. So it's actually a really good workout. If I mow it the way I normally do, it's about 2 miles of walking. So it's perfect.
Not many people can say that their uncle has a golf course in their front yard.
Not really either.
I say I can. Well, sort of.
Chip and putt, chip and putt, chip and putt.
Super cool. Yeah, we'll definitely come back once it is a little bit more green, but yeah. Go. Not bad. All right. I don't know how to end this video.
Just like that.
There it is.